Hello guys, we're back here with Awesome Trinket, doing the part 2 of the visual novel. Yeah, we're gonna see what we can't add, maybe fill in a little more so it's more like a tutorial as opposed to me messing around and being amazed by having a text box, even though I'm probably still gonna be amazed by that, to be honest. Alright, let's invite the chaos into the view. Yeah, there we go. Punk. Here, I could also stream for you up in Discord, so it's live. Yeah. I wish it weren't like that, but I don't know how else to fix that. Oh, right, I need to put stream avatars of our little buddies on the screen. Right, for gore. Audio Discord. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna making that same mistake again, even though I did. Okay, Trinket, say something?
Okay, test.
Okay, you're all good. You are audible.
Yeah!
Oh, by the
Perfect,
way,
perfect.
do y'all like Trinket's new avatar?
It's a streamer version of my Sona, Trinity.
Trinity, yeah!
Spawn it off my online name, Trinket.
That's cool. She looks cool and you are cool, so very fitting.
Thank you.
Okay, so last time we learned a whole bunch of things. I'll talk about it once we do a little refresher on the what we've made so far.
Right.
Ooh, that's blessing my ears. Hold on, let me make that soft. Whoa. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so the plugins that you gave actually changes this too.
Yep, that's the options core from Vigistella.
That's freaking cool. Wow. Huh. Uh-oh, better take that off once you make any game public, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, anyways.
Actually, I think they might automatically do that for you. Do not quote me on that. I don't use their options core.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I actually might do their options core for my next game though, because my workaround, the workaround that one of my friends made for me, it worked fine for my previous game, but for the next one, I think I might go for the options core just for that, accessibility.
Is the next one you're making the one for the jam or the one after that?
Yep. The one for the jam, September.
Cool. Actually, in Sushi's chat, you posted a little bit about that, and it looks exciting.
Yep, showed some sketches, talked a little bit about the main character's older brother.
If y'all like that, that's Sushi Roll on, Sushi Rolls on, what's it called? Twitch.
The Discord?
Yeah, they should have a Discord link there, I believe. That's where Trinket posted it.
Posted it in the digital and traditional art section.
Yeah. Speaking of things you made though recently, Bonding Over Corpse Footing's going well, I've heard.
Yep, it's going great. We have over 2,000 views, I think 200 plus downloads, and we have the most rated game in the jam that it's submitted in at 13 ratings. For context, all the other stuff is like 6 to 8 ratings.
Woo! That's awesome. I'm really happy that you're getting a lot of
Yeah, me too.
I
had no idea it would be this well received.
Alright, let's see here. Here's Frankie here. She's beautiful.
Yep. I drew her myself.
She did. You did, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Frankie. I'm the narrator. And you showed us how to make the image change the expressions and also dim
Yep.
down once she herself is not personally speaking.
Exactly. And that, the dimming down, was set up with a common event so you don't have to manually change it every single time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. It's amazing what common events and variables can do in terms of saving time.
Yeah, and I've heard previously you had to do that manually every time.
Yeah, I did them fawning over a corpse. Let me tell you, never again.
Oh my goodness.
Uh-huh. I would have fixed it in time for fawning if it hadn't been for Desperation Reincarnation, where I hadn't pushed all the sprites down when they weren't talking. I just dimmed them. But that actually made it a bit difficult to see who was talking when.
Oh yeah, that's true. So just adding that extra layer makes it that much more,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the little things that make something really
Mm-hmm.
cool.
Exactly, the little things.
Wow, how did you do that? Yeah, that's cool.
Exactly.
Mm. Oh, I forgot I put in the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, so doing stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Plus, we figured out how to make switches for each of the choices, so this way, when it branches off, when it converges from the branches, then it seems a little more personalized based on what choice you made. For example,
Yeah,
with the lesson thing, if you said, "Ah, yeah," basically you said that you knew, then it wouldn't say now that that lesson's done.
exactly, because it wouldn't make sense otherwise if you posted and she'd be like, lesson, and you'd be like,
Yeah,
what
exactly.
lesson? Okay,
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's as far as we went, yeah.
Yeah, we figured it out from there.
And so we were able to pretty much start this up and then continue on within 30 minutes, so I think
Mm-hmm.
all these plugins and having a great teacher is a great way to get all that figured out.
Yeah, a lot of what you can do can be done in the base game. You can pretty much do it without any plugins, but the plugins that I suggested, they make it so much easier and so much more like an actual VN, like what you would make in RenP.
Yeah, that's true. The variables and the showing pictures, that's all like in the
That's
common
all in the
events.
base
Yeah,
game.
that's all base game.
Mm-hmm.
All the code you see here is in the base game.
Mm-hmm. No plugins needed. The plugins that you use is basically just for like the options menu, the buttons at the end, at the bottom of the text box, things like that.
It just makes it a lot better and probably much simpler than
Yeah,
if you.
major quality of life.
Yeah. So, all right. What do you say we sort of make it talk about how we showed pictures in the first place and then
Oh
common
yeah, yeah,
events.
yeah, that works. Yeah, that works great.
Okay. How does one make me appear, you ask?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta change her expression for that. Now,
Oh
how did
yeah.
I do that? I...
You can just copy paste picture 2 and then you just change what image it shows. You don't have to
Ah.
do anything fancy, it's literally just show picture. And since she's talking all at once, you don't have to deal with the common events of talking either.
Ah, okay, okay, thank you.
No problem.
Love that.
Yeah, let's go for that.
Show or tell? Sure, she'll say show.
Yeah. Oh, and don't forget to mention to separate the body and the expression into two images, so this way you have the ability to make endless combinations.
Yeah, you won't need. Here, I'll talk to her.
Yeah. Yep,
Cool.
exactly. So this way you cut it down from like 24 images, each with like a pose, a combination, and then you have to do it all over again for alternate outfits and expressions. Then you can just cut it down to like 10 or 15 images.
Yeah, seriously. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't even think about
Because,
that.
yeah, originally that was going to be my plan for Desperation Reincarnation, the first VN that I really made by myself. And that kind of stopped when I realized how many poses and expressions each character had. And that wasn't even counting their alternate outfits.
Holy shit.
Uh-huh.
Did you, out of curiosity, did you do something like that for when I asked you to make the expressions for, B?
When it just comes to face sets, no, you can just leave the expressions as is as one full image.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I do have it set up in Metabang though, so this way it's like that in the thing. So you have one folder that's just the base image, and then another folder that's got all the expressions, and I separate them per layer, and I just make them transparent or visible at will.
Oh, that's smart. So,
So this way, if I ever want to go back and make new expressions, then I just disable that layer and I draw a new layer.
huh, that's really good. Okay, that's a really efficient way of doing it. I was always curious how you were able to do that really fast and quick.
Yeah. Yeah, it's you don't just redraw it the whole time. You have to work smart, especially when it comes to visual novels.
Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Does it matter what order you change the... Like, if I want to change the pose and the expression, it doesn't really matter which order?
It doesn't really matter. Just make sure that the expression is the even number that's higher than the base number.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can have like 3 and 6 for your base and your expression, but you have to make sure that the expression is a higher number than the base.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Rule of thumb, bases are always odd numbers, and expressions are always an even number that's one higher than the base.
Okay. Cool. I think this should work then.
Yep, that'll work good.
Okay.
Because they both show at the same time, so it doesn't really matter what order you do it in.
Okay. And then... You know, this is kind of funny. It's just like showing a tutorial over tutorial.
Yeah, it's a tutorial within a tutorial. We're learning as we go, and hopefully more people will learn with us.
Yeah. I hope so too. And I think occasionally you might learn something too. I'm hoping.
Yeah.
This makes you realize a few things, even as a teacher.
Yeah, exactly. Because let me tell you, I still learn on the fly. Like, the common event thing with the talking, like I said, I learned that like a week before we started the stream.
Where do they go personally? Just so I know how to tell them. Okay, images and then pictures. Right. Yeah, okay, image/pictures.
Yep. Images, pictures. Don't forget to mention that the folder thing is an MZ only thing. In MV, it just doesn't work.
Every other letter I type other than B.
Mm-hmm. As much as I love MV, DR's image folders is kind of a mess because it has poses, expressions, and CGs just all in one folder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, MZ definitely adds a whole bunch.
Mm-hmm. That's how I got started and how I'm so efficient at naming my files. So like in DR, I have to be like Jesse base 1, Jesse base 2, and then Jesse expression 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on and so on. So this way they're all together.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's see here. Make your appear, control variables.
Mm-hmm.
No. I should say show pictures. No, should I say show pictures? Maybe I should. What do you think's more important to talk about first? The showing pictures or the variables?
I'm gonna say show pictures, because you can get by without the variables. That's how I did it for so long. But do note that the variables are so much more efficient.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now I'll take a picture of our first show picture.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot to get paint.net, but please don't judge me.
Oh, no, it's okay. You can still get by with Paint by itself. I just like to use Paint.net because of how convenient it is.
I was just like, I think I have to prepare something, but I totally forgot.
Yeah, I feel that.
Okay. Show picture. That pictures. And then through the folders, you'll be able to collapse and hide them. Just show them easily.
Yep.
Okay, she is in... Oh, maybe I have to launch that to see what it looks like so far.
Yeah. Oh, and don't forget, you can highlight it. You can highlight it in the thing and just hit Control R to playtest that specific section.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm. You can highlight the whole event, or you can just highlight one line. It really works with pretty much anything.
That's a lifesaver, especially if you need to
Yeah.
like a
Oh yeah.
long.
Mm-hmm. There have been times where I'm like neck deep in a 10,000 word scene and I'm like, wait, does this particular line actually trigger right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, actually,
Mm.
make her
Yeah,
not.
later. Yeah, we can just add an expression to that later. Now, it doesn't instantly update in the playtesting. You actually do have to close it and retry it.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. It would be convenient if it did that, but I understand why it doesn't.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whoops.
Mm. Oh, I see the problem. I think you set it to like picture 1 when it should be like picture 3 or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oopsies.
Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah,
I
I
go through
forgot
that a
about
lot
that.
all the time. Yeah.
I'm sorry I did that to you, Frankie.
Oh, I do that to mine all the time.
it, it might have to be 4, actually. I think we used 1 for the example in the future. Let me see.
Yeah, we use 1 and 2 for Frankie. I'm not sure about 3, but remember, we can always erase picture 4 or 3.
Oh, right. You did erase.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, I forgot about
Yeah.
that. Smart,
Yep.
smart. Okay. Yes, I meant to say that. Okay. Now I change your expressions. That earlier one. Oh wait, I think I needed to start at the start, otherwise Frankie wouldn't appear.
Yeah. I know that she'll appear whenever there's a show picture 1 and 2, but sometimes. Oh, right, yeah, the variables. You also have to make sure that the variables are set up too, because it all hinges on that.
Yeah.
So, like, what I do sometimes is that I just place the variables right before where I want to test it, and then when I'm all done, I just delete that. Those 2
Oh,
variables.
okay, that's smart.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I could probably move her to the side.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Yeah, you can probably move it, like, a little to the right, a la what we did with the last image.
okay.
And since that doesn't hinge on any variables, we can just manually input the coordinates.
Yeah. Okay.
For images that you want to move around a lot, you would usually want to assign them to a variable. But for stuff that's like one and done, like the splash images where I'm fawning over a corpse, I just manually input them.
There, 250.
Hmm.
How wide are we actually? It'll be fine, I'm sure.
Yeah. It'll probably be fine.
Huh. Okay. Maybe we have to do this slide to the left real fast for her, and then we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, slide to the left and then a little bit over. Okay, I think we just have to move Frankie a little bit more to the left and this image a little more to the right.
Okay.
Welcome to the main majority of what you're gonna be doing.
Yeah, whenever you want.
Tweaking and perfecting. Yep.
That's one of the things that just comes with it, but the end result's really worth it most of the time. Okay.
I'll tell you, with a constant movement of stuff, you can use the variables for that, and it's better than, like, manually tweaking everything.
Yeah. I imagine it's pretty annoying.
Oh yeah, it was. I was able to have more space on fawning because it was, like, 920 by 1080, but I still had to do the manual tweaking at times.
Alright, let's see how that looks.
Okay.
Got to close it out.
Oh, yeah, you... Whenever you want to playtest, you do have to close your tester.
Sometimes I used to just leave it, like, I didn't know it was open.
Yeah.
I clicked test and I was like, why isn't that opening?
Oh my god, I've done that too. Yep, and then there was that one time my computer thought the playtesting window was still open, so it wouldn't open it for any of my projects. I had to go into, like, the task manager and manually close it out.
No.
Yeah. Apparently that has happened to people before, but it's pretty uncommon.
Oh, okay.
No idea how it triggers, but it does that sometimes. So, but there is an easy solution.
What's the solution that you usually do?
You go into Task Manager, you look for the playtesting thing, and then you just force close it.
Okay. One of the rare things I heard was people losing their memories, and I'm just like, uh-oh. That sounds like our nightmare.
Yeah.
Never happened to me.
That would be an uh-oh moment. Yeah, it's never happened to me either. Even on my old PC. This one has 32 gigs of RAM, but on my old PC with like 8 gigs, it's never happened to me before.
Yeah, so I'm just like, that's why after I finish my session all the time, I always just back it up somewhere.
Yeah, same.
Like, I'm not losing this damn progress, especially if it's a big one.
Oh, same, yeah. I actually have like my most important projects set up on an app version of Google Drive, so every time I save it, it just automatically backs it up to an account.
Oh, that's smart. I should do that.
Yep.
I've just been manually
It's just the
exporting.
Google Drive.
Yeah.
That's the Google Drive program that you download on. I think you can set it up so this way, if anything happens to a specific folder on your PC, e.g. you change, add, or remove something, it just automatically backs it up.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that.
And with Google Drive, the Google Drive program, you can set it so this way it shows a particular folder on your computer. So you can mess with any of the stuff in the folders and then it just automatically backs it up.
That's convenient.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, show me the image, Frankie.
Frankie. It's just a little bit more to the right. Frankie, I think, can stay as is. I think we just want to make sure that the image, that the main image that we're showing off just touches the right of the screen.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna add a shit ton more of X to you. I'm adding a lot of Twitter to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Seriously though, whose bright idea was it to call it X? Who allowed this?
When I saw the app turn to X on my phone, I was just like, oh no, it's starting.
Yeah. It hasn't turned to X on my phone because I disabled auto updates, but when I go onto it on my PC, I'm like, what is this site? And it's like, that's Twitter?
I should seriously disable auto updates on a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
What? I pumped in a whole shit ton of X to that.
Yeah.
This is the life of.
Welcome to game deving.
Specifically, visual novel making. It's my first time, so.
Yeah. This is very much normal. This is a thing to expect when you're doing RPG MVNs. It's just not great.
Especially when it's you're just winging it like me. I'm sure there could have been a calculated way to do this, but I chose not to, I guess.
But don't worry, I don't either.
Yeah, most of the time, I brute force solutions. It's not great.
Same. Mm-hmm. Why figure out the root of the problem if you can duct tape a solution over it and hope it doesn't cause the whole game to fall in on itself?
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. As my programmer friend once told me, there is nothing more permanent than a temporary piece of code made to fix a problem. Yeah.
I think I've had scenes where the whole thing just falls apart when I'm just like, oh, I messed with a thing that that was keeping another thing afloat.
Uh-huh. Yep, same. Oh, earlier today I was screwing around my tester project in MZ and I have no idea what it did, but even with all the plugins disabled, it just completely wouldn't load the game. It would say something like, skip title is not a function. Yeah. In the end, I just gave up and I copied over all the database stuff from another project that worked fine and it was okay from there. Yeah.
Now, am I satisfied with this? Are we satisfied with this?
I think it's good.
Okay. Alright. I won't spend like another 10 years on.
Yeah, I get that, yeah.
Okay, so the show is oh shit, I have the variables there. That's okay, we'll talk about the variables after.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Frankie. You good. You know, if this isn't too long and I could, I was thinking, since they mentioned voice actors for the September Jam, I was just like, I might be able to add some this time.
Oh, yeah, that might be cool.
And so I was just like, maybe I should do that for this sometime, and then you and I, if you feel comfortable with putting it out, I could just send it to you. With that too.
I think that would be cool. I think that would be cool since I am planning to have it's on the priority list to have part of my game at least partially voice acted, but it's gonna be pretty low down there. It'll definitely be there in the definitive version if I can make it sound good.
That'd be awesome. Do you
Mm-hmm.
know where to find voice actors?
Yeah,
Or
me.
you? Oh my gosh, you're a
Yeah,
voice actor?
yeah. I'm not an official voice actor, but like I know personally how the best way to say this particular line, these particular lines that I have in mind. So it's just gonna be me, Audacity, and hoping that it sounds okay.
That's cool. Now I'm really
Yeah.
looking even more forward to hearing the line.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. It's like I know there are people who are specifically trained to be voice actors, but me personally, I just want to go in and I want to say something like, "Did you really think that would stop me?" and then be able to distort it in Audacity.
Nice. And the variables are they move like together, right?
Yep. You just have to link picture 1 and picture 2 to the same variables.
Okay. Sorry, I get quiet sometimes when I'm like really working
Oh yeah,
the
me too. Don't
stuff.
worry.
Okay.
Yeah, I could never just be a solo RPG maker streamer on my own because I would go dead silent for like 30 minutes while trying to bust a bug and everyone would be like, "Hey, did your mic die?" And I'd be like, "No, I'm just like this."
Yeah, me too. Whenever
Mhm.
I post the B progress, I'm just like dot dot dot.
Same.
But
And
I
that's
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, yeah, that's why I just plan on making social media for my game project when it's time and not live streaming it. So this way I can just make a 5-minute update like, hey, look what I did! I got a new background in! And then that's it.
Yeah. That's a good point. I just thought it'd be
Mm-hmm.
neat to have the I guess whole process, not whole process,
Oh
because
yeah.
I didn't start B from the start, but just
Mm-hmm.
whenever it's nice to
Yeah,
see,
no, I totally get that. Yeah.
But I'm thinking one day maybe I'll make a game, like I'll have a let's make a game together kind of thing.
Oh yeah, I think that'd be cool.
I mean, other than this, because I mean, this is a more of a you and me kind of thing, as opposed to
Yeah.
actually having the
Yeah.
community involved and actually having the characters and whatnot.
Oh yeah, I get that.
I lost my train of thought, but
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, that's another reason why I tend not to talk much while I'm working on deving.
yeah, it's easy to go on other tangents and be like, huh, what happened?
Yep. Then it's like, uh-oh, what's the groundbreaking plot hole fixer that I just thought of?
Oh, that does remind me. I'd like to pause for a
Hmm,
second and talk about
sure.
the progress you've been making for the September jam. Is we're allowed to
Mhm.
do like sketches and whatnot?
You're allowed to make written outlines of your game story. You just can't make final scripts. You can go buck wild with your outline, and you can make sketches of your final sprites. You cannot do line art or coloring until the game jam starts.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, that's kind of crazy. Then you have how many words for your outline?
I think it clocked in at like a little under 6,000.
Oh my gosh, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
And it's like, I didn't expect this to get this big, but okay. I did explicitly get the sign off on it. The host of the jam saw what I was doing for my outline. He's like, "That's crazy, but I'll let it happen because it's an outline."
That's so cool. Oh, I can't
Mm-hmm.
wait till October. October's when it's posted, or September? No, wait. What am I thinking?
September 30th is the absolute latest I can post it.
Okay. Ooh, I gotta start prepping for that too. But this
Mm-hmm.
is really helping me with groundwork, because I think I'd be lost without you teaching me how to.
Oh yeah, I get that. That's the whole reason why I set up another tester project in MZ, the one that I said had that issue. I'm mainly just setting up stuff that I plan to be doing in my game, like a dice common event or something.
Hmm. Well, what's that?
Basically, it's a common event that rolls a dice. It can go from like 1 to, let's say, 10. And depending on the number it hits, it'll play a certain event. But if it hits that number again after that, it will not be able to play that number, and it rolls it again until it gets a number that it did not hit. But at the end of the in-game day, it'll then reset it so this way you can hit all the numbers again. So on the in-game Monday, you cannot roll a 4 twice. But if you go on Monday, you hit a 4, and then you go to Tuesday, you can hit a 4 again, and it'll play a different event because it's per day.
That's freaking amazing. I've always wondered how to
Mm-hmm.
do like random events like that. I could never figure it out how to
Yeah.
do that.
Maybe after the stream's done, I'll show you a screenshot of the thing that I set up within my tester event.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's cool. Um. Okay, I haven't solved anything this whole time. Maybe I could get one thing done before I'm just
Oh,
like.
yeah. It's okay. I mean, this does help too, because mostly you're not going to be doing like super groundbreaking stuff every single day. It's mostly just going to be like filling in stuff, tweaking up intricacies, etc.
Oh, that's very humbling and stuff. Thank you for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I hate to use him as an example, but I used to follow Yandere Dev back before we realized he was kind of not very cool. And one thing that's always stuck with me is in one of his blog posts he said the biggest jump that you can make is from 0 to 1 because you're going from nothing to something, and after that it all just gets smaller from like 1 to 2. That's only like half of a new progress jump, and so on and so on. And so you get to 0 to 1, you start your project, you get everything set up, and you're like, wow, everything's gonna be this big and innovative. But you should remember that it's only gonna be at the beginning, right?
Mm-hmm. That's
Mm-hmm.
true. It's very
And then
validating.
later when you get on the game, it's gonna be like you jump from 120 to 121, and then it starts feeling insignificant because you look at the beginning of what you did and you're like, I went from nothing to something. Why can't I do such big progress like last time?
Yeah, but every step's a step, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Okay, that makes me feel better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I went through those exact same feelings when I first started on this too.
Yeah, and we're making the good thing of actually beginning to show the tutorial as a tutorial. So,
Yeah, exactly.
okay. Alright,
Mm-hmm.
did I... Okay, I was talking about how to show the pictures. One thing I don't like is how we can't make the text box a little bigger, so whenever we go, past this little line here, you can't see. Oh, what?
Yeah, you can. You can.
You can't?
You can actually go as far as you want. I like to manually make line breaks at some point, so this way I can actually see what I'm doing. Because at some point you just can't see unless you go in game.
Oh, okay, I learned
Yeah,
something
with
else.
yeah. Yeah, when you have like word wrap stuff, you don't even have to worry about that. It'll just like automatically start wrapping the word based on the size of your in-game text box. But in like the editor, you can just make it as long as you want. If you wanted to be a maniac, you could just make it one long continuous line.
Huh. Okay, I'm kind of curious about something.
Mhm.
This is relevant to nothing.
No, I totally understand that. It's experimentation is the heart of what it's like to be a game dev. Oh, do you
Interesting.
not have word wrap turned on?
Here, let me try and figure that out now.
Hang on, I think either the core engine or the message core has it. I'm gonna go take a look at my plugins myself, see which one.
Okay.
Let's see here. Try the message core. Is that it? Nope, that's not it. Not that. Yeah, it's in the message core. Word wrap.
Ah,
It's,
okay.
yeah, it's one of the last parameters that you have. Word wrap settings.
Message window, right? True.
Yeah, message window true.
Yeah.
If it's one big string of text as in like no spaces, I don't think word wrap works. You have to like put spaces in your text spam just to see if it works.
Okay, I'll put spaces.
Mm-hmm.
This is how Yuri talked in Doki Doki.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They just spam so much text. Fun fact, there's an achievement in Doki Doki Plus if you go through that whole string of text without fast forwarding it.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I know there's a little trick that you can use to like greatly reduce the amount of time, but I didn't know that. I was just a maniac. I put it on auto and then I just browse on my phone for like 20 minutes.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I really
It
wonder.
is actually integral, yeah. It's integral to do it if you want to unlock all the images in Doki Doki Plus.
Really? Huh.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I didn't check it out after Plus. Do you think it was good additions?
I think it's really good. Like they left the main game untouched except for like content warnings, which did actually really help me for like save scumming for like Act 1.
Oh.
Also, they added some kinetic novel side story stuff that takes place in an alternate universe where Monica never becomes and it actually delves really deep into their characters. It was super well written.
Oh, that's cool. Didn't know about that part.
Yeah. The only complaint I have is that they had to make like an in-game operating system and you delete your files from there. So it doesn't have the same shock as like looking at your PC and going, "Oh my god, they actually deleted files in my PC."
Yeah. Yeah, I imagine that was pretty shocking for the whoever that first discovered it without knowing anything.
I know, yeah. Yeah.
Or seeing like images pop up being like, what the fuck?
Uh-huh. Yep. However, that's my only nitpick with it. I like all the other stuff, including the side stories, the unlockable images, which actually has like promo art, concept art, etc.
Oh, that's awesome.
I know.
Do you think?
I think once I do the definitive version of my Spooktober Jam game, I might actually put like some concept art sections in my gallery.
Hell yeah.
I'm
down for that.
Same.
Okay, so we found out the word rap. Word rap.
Word rap. Word rap, yeah. It's a bit of a tongue twister.
Works well. Okay. Anyways, that was totally... You could see how easily it is for me to get sidetracked.
Me too.
Okay, now we could talk about the variables. Common events were set up through system, right?
We set it up through the in-game database.
Okay. I'm just refreshing myself on how to teach this.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's not quite what I'm looking for.
Oh.
We were not even doing
what are you
talking
looking
yet.
for?
Oh, I was just talking about the variables. I forgot that the
Oh
common
yeah.
event was
You
fun.
just set them up right at the beginning. Hang on. Alright, I think my door got pushed open.
Oh, that's okay. Is it one of your babies that opened it?
No, it's one of my fam.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, one last thing that I would like to mention about word wrap. If you're gonna be manually hitting enter for a line break, you want to put a space either before or after the enter, because otherwise it just doesn't count it. Word wrap doesn't see the manual line break, so it just goes in one continuous string.
Oh. Okay,
Yeah, I figured that out the hard way with the dating sim.
Here, let me turn it off for now. I'm not using it at the moment.
Oh yeah, I get that.
Because otherwise I have to recheck all my messages. And you know me, I am lazy.
Same.
Word wrap, I know you are useful, but in this
Right this second, we're not gonna use you just yet. Yeah. Yeah, it works best if you immediately enable it from the get-go, so this way you remember it.
Mayhaps in when I do the project, I'm gonna try it for your jam. Well, not your jam, but the same jam as you.
Yeah, the Spooktober jam.
Yeah.
I think that'd be cool.
Yeah. There's a lot more graph work.
Yeah.
never thought I'd pay attention, have to have remembered the graph from way back when.
Yeah, same.
The only time I've used math in real life other than addition and subtraction and multiplication and dividing. Okay. wait, no, it's algebra they say you never use.
Yeah. Everyone should know, like, basic arithmetic, like, how to make change, things like that. But, like, once you get into, like, the deeper specifics, I think it's pretty much only used for mathematicians. It's still important to know, but, like, no average person is gonna be like, ah, yes, give me this parabola's worth of tomatoes. Yeah.
Parabola.
Mm-hmm. It reminds me of one of my favorite Tumblr posts that was complaining about this exact same thing, where it's like, ah, yes, give me this long string of equations worth of potatoes, and someone replied saying, you just asked for a never-ending curve of potatoes, and then the original post said, did I stutter?
Did I stutter? I would like that. However, if it costs nothing, if cost is equal to greater than or
yeah. If the price starts increasing with my curve, I don't want it. Just give me like 2 potatoes and I'll be good.
Okay, we've made the Twitter 200.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, don't forget to move Frankie after you set the variable, because if you don't, the game's just gonna be like, okay, so we set a variable, but you don't move it. And then when you do the talking event, she's just gonna go flying to the left.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
So you found that out the hard way a few days ago.
Yes, move her.
Mm-hmm.
Does it matter the variable or move order?
Yeah, you have to establish the variable first and then move it.
Okay, gotcha.
Otherwise, it's just gonna see the original variable and think, oh, I don't have to move, but then boom, you reestablish the variable as like 200 pixels over to the left.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You don't realize you've been working on an hour until you look at the clock. It's been an hour.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Me looking for audio assets, sketching for stuff, etc. Oh yeah, did you remember to erase the tutorial picture?
I sure didn't.
Oh yeah, I fall into that issue a lot too. Yeah, because you get used to the cycle of going, okay, we'll just move that character, and then you throw something else in the mix, and it's like, wait, why is it still there?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's like you don't erase your characters until you absolutely need to.
Okay. Well, I think once we test that, my brain will be fried. But I think we've successfully taken the step to show that this, like, make this a proper tutorial beginning.
Exactly. Yeah.
Tutorial for tutorial.
Mm-hmm. Hey, it works.
Yay. Okay.
There's our narrator bit. Oh yeah, there was that thing right afterward where she's like, I'm posing now, do you like it? I think we should put that near the beginning so we can segue into the whole, oh, and here's how to move images.
Ah, yeah. Okay. I don't remember what I just deleted. Fuck. Oh well.
I think it was the pose image.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Because she poses.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Alright.
Okay, and she does talking about moving later, so we can go ahead and.
Mm-hmm. In the city.
Alright. Monk. Oh, maybe that's not it. Yeah, eyeball. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Alright, I think that wraps up our section of talking about the visual novel from here. We showed you how to... What did we do again?
We expanded upon our basic intro. We showed people how to set up our variables so this way we can start showing our characters.
Yeah. I'm glad.
And later on, I think we can talk about the common events.
Yeah. So, maybe next time we'll talk about the common events, and I am very curious about the sounds you wanted to talk about sound designs.
Oh yeah, and hopefully by that point I'll be able to have worked out all the issues that I'm currently having.
I hope you do.
Mm-hmm. As an RPG Maker MV, there was a very good workaround I had. It did involve going into, like, the JavaScript files for the base game and commenting something out, but it did work. And in MZ, it doesn't work exactly the way I want it, so I'm off to find another solution.
I wish you good luck in the endeavors. Is there anything you'd like to shout out before we close out today's class by Trinket?
Pretty much just that my commissions are open, so if you guys ever want to commission me for art stuff, I'm open. You can just copy paste my Twitter on AwesomeTrinket. It's my pinned tweet.
Okay, and I just wanted to remind everyone that finding over a corpse is still on the game jam.
Mm-hmm.
on itch.io. Alrighty then. We'll stop the stream here.
Okay.
Alright, bye y'all.
See ya.